When you are a foreign lawyer living abroad, you need to value yourself. You need to make sure you can emphasize your strengths in your resume and not trust in the word that people say that you should have an experience in the country you are living now, instead of evaluating your own experience, your home experience. I was told by a lot of people during my research before coming to Canada that here they do not consider your background, the experience, your professional experience obtained at your home country, that they only consider Canadian experience in the moment they are hiring a person. And it's definitely not true. It may be true if you accept this and if you are going to an interview without confidence in yourself, but self-confidence. But actually, if you are really conscious of who you are, of what your background is, how your background is important and useful, you will be able to emphasize this not just in your resume but in the interview. I was told this by a professor at the college here, where I studied for a paralegal graduate certificate. A very important, very special professor there. I can say her name is Sandy, and she offered me support for adapting my resume to the Canadian format, and I accepted promptly, as I was really, I can say, kind of desperate, because while I was studying at the college, actually I did not have time to work, not enough, but it was almost finishing the 1 year program, and I was already considering looking for positions in the legal field. My classmates, most of them, they complained that it wasn't possible to have a job offer here in the legal field, only working at Tim Hortons or coffee shops or restaurants. And actually I felt in my heart when I was in Brazil that it could be different, that it's not possible that someone with I have around 10 years of experience working for the government in Brazil. The first year I worked for the Ministry of Agriculture, and after I transitioned to the Court of Appeals, where I worked around 5 years as an administrative staff, and since 2018 I worked as an assistant to the judge in banking law. I really consider, from the first moment I was studying of this possibility of coming to Canada, I always considered that when I would apply for jobs, I needed to find a way to emphasize this. And this professor, she was very important in my journey here. when she confirmed me this, that I should emphasize this, find my strengths here from my background, and make this very clear. I could say that my mother language is Portuguese, and this, it's useless here. Most people say this, and actually it's not useless. I have a background, a linguistic background. My English may be not perfect, may be not at a sufficient level. Now it's a C1. I did the CELPIP for immigration purpose, and I got 9988. I believe the 8 was in speaking and writing, but it's a pretty good result. But the point is that Portuguese may not be really useful for criminal law, where I am working, but it's an impressive skill, because if